I'm here with Anriette Esterhuysen, Executive Director of the Association for Progressive Communications. Anriette, tell me a little bit about the Association for Progressive Communications and what it actually does.
APC for short.
Okay.
APC is a network of organizations working around the use of ICTs for social justice and development. It's been around quite a long time. It was formed in 1990, so it existed pre-internet and has transformed itself as the technology has changed. But the core goal is the use of technology and information and communications for development and social justice.
And what do you hope to achieve by your presence here?
It's an interesting question. I think it's always challenging for civil society organizations to make intelligent decisions about allocating resources to big international meetings. We feel that this is a useful forum, or we hope that it's growing into an increasingly useful forum, because it brings together policymakers on the one hand and implementers, application and solution developers on the other hand. And we believe that you've got to work at both those levels if you're actually going to implement change. You've got to do concrete, practical work on the ground that can make a tangible difference and service models for change, but you also need to work with policymakers. And something like freedom of expression and association, for example, you need to make sure that that's still on the agenda. Otherwise, people's use of increased access will be limited.
And access is key, is it?
Access is key. Access is the internet is such a powerful tool and other evolving technologies for people to access their rights, to express and to demand. But if they don't have the access, then it's almost a chain of access facilitates more freedom, more opportunity. And then once you have access, that facilitates so much more opportunity and freedom.
The World Summit for the Information Society has set certain targets for 2015. How achievable do you think these targets are?
I think the technology and the access targets are probably are more achievable than the developmental targets that they're embedded in. I think that there are real infrastructure challenges, electricity, and affordable access for people in parts of the world where there's very little. But I think at the level of innovation, there are opportunities that can be mobilized if there was the political will and the policy environment to focus on mobilizing those for development, for meeting people, the people-centered development goals. And I think that's actually a greater challenge. How do you address poverty by 2015?
So where do you think we'll be in 2015?
I think we'll have increased access. We'll have new challenges because new access and new technologies pose new challenges for policymakers, for regulators. Use the example of smartphones. They offer so much, but to be able to afford them and to generate useful content to use on them poses new challenges. So I think we'll have achieved a huge amount, hopefully learned a lot, but I think some of the fundamental challenges in unequal access between countries and within countries will remain.
That's great. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.